Hi, I'm your host and medium, Angela McClellan. I'm here every weekday expanding on the daily card pull from my Facebook and Instagram, bringing you here on Divinely Connected more insight and divine guidance. Thank you for welcoming me into your day. This is your daily deep dive. Today's message for Tuesday, March 19th says, Join in your own life. Are you constantly doing for others? Working on a checklist society told you to have? Living someone else's life? Are you wanting to try a new experience, class, or connection? The guides encourage you to do a deep dive internally. What are you missing out on or brushing off? What do you need to prioritize for yourself? It is time to join in and have a say in this life. Woo! Woo! That is layered. All right? That is layered. Everyone who is tuning in today and taking in this message are going to walk away with something completely different. Okay. And so you need to look at this in your life experience. I have yet to meet someone who is so completely and utterly satisfied with the way that their life setup is right now that there is nothing that they feel as though they're missing out on. All right. And so this may be a biggie for some of you where you will be doing an overhaul on your life top to bottom. Some of you may realize, like, geez, when was the last time I did something for me? When was the last time I made supper of something that I liked, right? Because we're always tending to others, children, ailing parents, spouses, financial restrictions, time restrictions. Everything always has a say in what we do and how we feel about it. And this is just a reminder that you have a say, that this is your life. Okay. And that is so important because we can lose months, years of our life experience just doing what needs to get done and feeling like we're constantly drowning and trying to catch up and not really living with intention or purpose. And it's interesting as well because I have had multiple conversations along this line when people's readings within, the last couple of weeks where the conversation was, if tomorrow was your last day here in this life experience, how happy and satisfied would you be? And the lot of us would be pretty PO'd, right? We'd be pretty upset because we prioritize everyone else above ourselves. And so for some of you, again, this is going to be like this job that's been sucking the life out of me for the last decade. I cannot do it anymore, right? Some of you may be like, oh my God, I need to go and buy a new bra. How many women I talk to that prioritizes everybody else and is walking around with holes in their bras, right? Because they keep putting everyone above themselves. And this is just maybe an example that we so easily just push off. But you deserve to have a good feeling life. You deserve to feel satisfied in your life. And so, what is it that you are missing? What is it that you're brushing off? What is it that you're constantly compromising? And make a plan to give that to yourself. And if you're feeling overwhelmed with this message, I will tell you, and I believe this in my heart of hearts, small changes leave big impact. You do not need to go out and burn your life down to the ground. Starting to tell yourself, I deserve to have what I want. I deserve to make the supper that feels good to me. The kids can have chicken nuggies, right? I deserve to have a bubble bath. I deserve to make time to take that pottery class, that yoga class, to call my sister and chat on the phone uninterrupted, right? And so there are things that we so easily push off that will be significant in how you feel and how you operate in this life. For some of you, it's going to be a big, big biggie. And some of you, it is going to be small that leaves large impact. And so I think everyone who's listening to this can take from the reminder to be a creator in your life, not a reactor. We don't want to move through this life reacting to what life is bringing us. We want to create the experiences and opportunities that we want to come for us. And that is with intention, that is with goal setting, that is with awareness and being present. And that does not mean, this message does not mean that you have to be unhappy with where you're at, or unhappy with your family or as a whole, right? That's not what the message is. The message is you deserve to have the best life experience you can have. You're allowed to want to expand and grow. You're allowed to prioritize for yourself. Responsibly moving forward, making time for it could be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. It could be taking your break at work and popping in your earbuds and listening to an audiobook. It could be starting to take your lunch break out in a park and just sitting there with the sun on your face. I know everybody's super busy and we have a long list of reasons why we cannot do and what is expected of us and all the reasons and excuses that we cannot prioritize ourselves. And there is a large population out there walking around not even realizing what they want or what makes them happy, not even giving themselves that time to get to know themselves, to get to know yourself. You spend this entire life, every second of every moment of this entire life experience with yourself. And yet we do not take time to ask ourselves, to get to know ourselves, to treat ourselves, to celebrate ourselves, to question ourselves, to be curious. We just are constantly bombarded with the to-do list and we have to do this and we need to have that and I don't have enough for that and et cetera, et cetera. So to join in your life is to get to know yourself. To join in your life experience is get to prioritize your energy and your time for yourself. Start with the deep dive internally. The rest, the path will open. But take today and take this message forward with yourself. And I'm telling you right now, it's not all of the materialism. I know we love to have that manifestation boards and we love to have the trip down south and the money in the bank and all of the things, right? This is more of that wholesome, what fills your cup up. And, you know, it's usually the simple things that give us most value and most love and most compassion and most good feelings. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how am I going to articulate when I feel fulfilled, right? It's not usually when I'm out buying large ticket items. It's usually when I had a picnic outside with my kids, have our cheese and crackers on a blanket in the backyard, right? It's catching up with an old friend. It is going to the library and reading a book, going to a bookstore and reading a book, right? Whatever it is, you have to remember that these little things leave huge impact. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. Come back tomorrow for tomorrow's daily message.